This is page 179, Rhythm Warm-Up. In this lesson, they're introducing you to 16th notes. Page 178. No big deal. You can have all kinds of notes. You have them, or either cut them in half or double them, which depending on which direction you're going. So let's review. Start with a whole note, a whole circle, whole note. And you've cut a whole note in half. You get two half notes. So there's two half notes to a whole note. If you take a half note and cut it in half, you get two quarter notes. So there's two quarter notes to a half note. You keep cutting in half. So a quarter note cut in half, you get an eighth note. You take an eighth note and cut it in half, you get a 16th note. So it just keeps going. I can get a 32nd note, 64th note, 128th note. Just have fun with it. Generally in piano, we don't do much above 32nd notes, and you don't get those very often. Most of the time, 16th notes is about as fast as you're going to get. But there are two 16th notes to an eighth note. Therefore, there are four 16th notes to a quarter note. And that's kind of what's important, huh? As far as counting them, different ways of counting them. Different books use different methods. Different teachers teach different methods. Whatever your teacher teaches, that's fine. I do an in between the number and the and, because the eighth notes are number and the and. 1 and, 2 and, 3 and. Those are eighth notes. And for 16th notes, just 1 E and a. 1 E and a, 2 E and a, 1 E and a, 2 E and a, 1 E and a, 2 E. Those are 16th notes. Pop, 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 pop. 16th notes tend to slow the piece down a little bit because you're busy. We'll talk about that later. They have a feel in the rhythm over here, and the idea is you're just under, they have the counting underneath, just try and get it to where you feel this 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 and 1 E, because when you start dividing beats up like this, we got 4 notes in a beat, each beat gets a little natural accent, just a little one. So 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E. You still have the 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, that going, but in addition we're going a 1, 2, 3. We're feeling the beat itself here. That's what they're doing here. There. Second one is 1 E and a, 1 E and a. That's all it is. 1 E and a 2 E. One of the things I do sometimes when I'm struggling with rhythm is on the 16th notes, I'll leave out that last 16th note each time and treat it like an eighth note. So this is number 2. So I just leave out the G and I'm playing eighth notes. 1 and 2 and 3. When I have an idea that I can put in the G, it's just 1 and a 2 and a 1 and a 2. That kind of thing. And the last one is a 1 E and a 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a 1 and, like so. It doesn't matter what pattern it is. Don't try and memorize patterns. Just understand how the rhythm works and you can figure it out. Now at the top of page 179, this is more like a percussion or a drummer would get this kind of, there's no notes here, you're tapping. You can tap on anything, and the right hand does the top, and the left hand goes, so they got different rhythms. So 1 E and 1 E and 2 E and 1 E and like so. And the second one is 1, 2 and get the idea? So you can feel these 1, 2, you're feeling the pulse, and you're getting in the 16th notes where they go. So let's pretend you understand all that okay and talk about rhythm warm-up. I'm going to go through the process I used to learn a piece of music and just apply it to this. It's 2 lines long, treble and bass clef, 1 sharp in the key signature. We're in the key of G major. So make sure you can do the scale and arpeggio for G major and E minor, because E minor has 1 sharp in its key signature also. 4/4 time signature, and we got these 16th notes, of course. Typically, I do this one hand at a time, but in looking this over right quick, I can see you're playing in contrary motion. You're just using the same fingers and the same rhythm. So to shorten the video a little bit, I'm going to take both hands at the same time, because when I play both hands together and they're in contrary, generally I let one hand lead and the other hand follow. So I'm going to focus on one hand, and the other hand is just going to follow along. So here we're here, in the middle, and then here, and then thumb, and these. So I'm using the same fingers. Then I just apply the rhythm. 1 E and a 2 E and a 1 E and a. The measure 3, it's 1 E and a 2 E and a. And the last measure, it's just start here and then second finger. Just different patterns, that's all it is. Now, when the rhythm gets a bit tricky, and I don't know where the beat is, I can't, okay, I'll take a pencil and I'll draw in a vertical line above the top staff where the beat is. It's like in measure 3. I draw a line above that first note, that's beat 1. And then the next 8th note, that's beat 2. These 8th notes happen to be falling on a beat. So I draw a line above that one, and then I'll draw another line above the 3rd 8th note, and then draw off the 4th line above the quarter note, because it comes on beat 4. And that way I can follow the lines, 1, 2, 3. I know where the beat is. I do this in band quite a bit when I'm trying to stay with a band and I'm getting confused. I want to know where the beat is. It goes 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. I didn't do the 1 and a because I can feel it. I'm doing 1 and, those are 8th notes. I know there's 2 16th notes in there. 1 and 2. I could go 1 E and a, 2 E and a. I'm lazy, so I go 1, 2, and I go 1 and 2. Last measure, same thing. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. That's basically the rhythm. That's the tricky part of this. That's the point of it. As far as articulation goes, you're pretty much connect. They put in slurs, and you go ahead and lift up for the, as far as the exercise goes, lift up. 2-note slurs. Ba-da, ba-da. That's all right. And here, the measure 3 is staccato, so flexing here at the wrist, here. And then here. In the articulation. As far as the dynamics go on something like this, you should probably try it at all dynamics, but I think it's most important if you could practice this at very, very, very soft. No soft pedal. We got to do it with the hands because that takes a lot of control to play very softly. How soft can you play this? How soft can you play this whole thing? I think you get a more bang for the buck, so to speak, if you could practice this very softly. You should try it at all dynamics. The very light to very heavy. Let the wrist claps when you get, don't tense up. And as far as the speed goes, you have to find a speed that works for you because the 16th notes have to be even and controlled. And they're going to slow it down a little bit. They have a metronome suggestions, but it's going to have to be up to you. Find the hardest part in it, wherever it is. Is it here or here? Wherever your hardest part is, where can you do that safely? That's going to be your speed. Everybody be a little bit different. So these quarter notes, I want to speed it up. But the 16th note's going to want to slow it down. So you got to find a speed that works for both. 1 E and a 2, is that it? 1 E and a 2 E and a. Somewhere in there, that's fine. I don't know how fast that was exactly. I was doing it by feel. 1 E and a 2 E, whatever. They have a thing at the bottom there to transpose this to the G, the other keys. Just using the same fingers. So you just go to the position E, G minor is here. Just use B flats instead of B naturals and you're there. So it's, just use B flats instead of B naturals for G minor. In D major, you're here. He's using the same fingers, that's all. Just use the same fingers, so the same thing in D minor, then you just F naturals instead of F sharps for D minor. But you can play these in different keys, whatever. Whatever key that you're working on, this could be a warm-up. Let's play this together slowly and check that you have the right notes and rhythms. I'm going to give us 4 quarter note counts, but because it's got all these notes in it, I'm going to put the metronome on 8th notes. So it's beating 8th notes. 1 and 2, that's 16th notes. 1. We're going to go that fast. So I'll give us 4 quarter notes to come in. 1 and 2 and ready and go and 1 and 2 and off.